Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class B Plus motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2007 Gulfstream B Touring Cruiser with the Upgrade XL package. This is their biggest, best, most expensive one in 2007, the 5291. It's only 30 feet 6 inches long, bumper to bumper. It has 3 slide outs. And trust me, folks, in the world of self-contained driving motorhomes, 30 feet is not considered a large motorhome. But you get large motorhome living room inside because of those 3 slide outs in this smaller motorhome. 30 feet, perfect size for state parks and older campgrounds. One thing I want to point out, folks, it is missing one of the wheel simulators. I've got one for it. We just got to put it on. So that will be put on there. It's got a 4 kW Generac Generator. It's only got 40,100 some odd miles on it. Ford 450 chassis, 6.8 liter Triton V10. Great motor. You know, it's hard to believe that motor's been around for 22 years, folks. And it's really proven itself to be one of the most popular motorhome engines of all time. And this one right here is just in great shape. We drove it 300 miles in. Got a 5,000-pound trailer hitch on the back. Got the rear roof access ladder. Got the backup camera system. Slide toppers have the slide outs have the toppers on 2 of them. The third one doesn't have it, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you inside. 30 amp service, Firestone tires all the way around. Got the heated holding tanks, so it is set up for 4 seasons use, and I know don't seem like it, but winter's not too far down the road. And who wants to buy a motorhome right now and not being able to use it in the wintertime, but you can with this one. You'll like that 450 chassis. It's a wider stance, wider wheelbase chassis, so it's going to sway less going down the road. It's going to sway less when a semi-truck passes you or you get on top of a mountain in a crosswind. One thing I like about the B Plus over a Class C is you don't have that cab over sticking out over your hood. That catches a lot of wind, decreases your fuel mileage, and it gives you leak issues too. But this one's all aerodynamics, going to get a little bit better fuel mileage than a Class C, and definitely less leak worries. Looking around it, folks, like I said, Ford chassis, 41,000 miles, which is considered very low miles for this type motorhome. You can see this third slide out, and notice how the slide out tilts away from the RV. That way, if you're caught out in the rain or something, the water's going to run away from your seal. And the reason why it's set up like that, and it doesn't have a slide topper, is because it's got that very popular atrium slide out. In other words, you've got skylights in your table booth slide out. Basically, it's you got your own built-in sunroom. Alrighty, folks, let's step inside. As we step inside, folks, the XL package has several upgrades, one of which being Corian countertops. Solid surface countertops look great. There's no smoke odors, no pet odors in here. Got a TV. It's got the surround sound stereo that works great. Dash air is ice cold. No check engine lights on the dash. I've got the brake light on so I can operate the slide outs, but other than that, because I got the parking brake on, other than that, this air is frigid. It's got power windows, power locks, heated power mirrors, leather captain's chairs, wood grain kit, and much more. Got the built-in airbags that you can adjust with a built-in air compressor underneath the dash that somebody's added. Windshield looks great, dash looks great. Like I said, it's got the built-in backup camera, which should be right here. And I don't know how well you can see it on film, but it works. Carpet's brand new, we just installed in here. You can see the TV works. I'm on digital antenna. Looks like somebody removed the fluorescent lights in this RV and spent no telling how much money and put all LED lights in here and LED light fixtures. So you don't have to worry about changing bulbs all the time. Here is that atrium slide out I'm telling you about. You've got this table booth that makes a bed. You sit down, the whole slide out surrounded by windows, and of course you've got shades for them if you want to close them off. Look up top. Pretty sunny day, let in some nice sunlight. You've got double skylights up here. That's an option in this year. That's actually, that's one thing I love about the B Touring Cruiser. Another thing I like about a B Touring Cruiser, unlike most Class B Pluses, this has got an all fiberglass one-piece seamless roof. So you don't have to go up there and do your bi-yearly or yearly maintenance like you do a rubber roof. You know, manufacturers recommend having your rubber roof serviced and sealed twice a year. Most people, at the very best, will do them once a year. So you have to really be careful when you buy a used RV with a rubber roof. Well, with a fiberglass roof, it's a low maintenance, very easy, take care of. Just go up there, do a little caulking once a year. It takes you about 20 minutes, you're done. And when I say that, I mean put caulking around your skylights, antenna, things like that. It does have a satellite system on the roof. Now, one thing I'm going to point out about this motorhome, folks, and to the life of me, I can't figure this out, why they did this, and maybe some of you might know or be able to comment and tell me what it is. But this unit has got an ice-cold ducted roof air system. It's only a 30-foot motorhome, and one air has got it nice and chilled in here, even though it's almost 90 degrees outside. For some reason, even though the original air still works great, I've got it on right now, somebody has added a second non-ducted unit. Now, here's what's strange about it, folks. This has got a 4 kW generator. It can't pull two airs at the same time. It's got 30 amp electrical service. 30 amp can't pull two airs at the same time. So you can only run one air or the other. You can't run both at the same time. So only thing I can figure, folks, and there may be some flaw in my logic, but maybe they had somebody with them that was bedridden, an elderly person that gets cold real easy. So this way they could cut the main air off so the air doesn't get into the bedroom. And they operate this unit right here to keep the living area cool. That's the only thing I can think of why somebody would go through the expense to put a second air conditioner in a 30 amp unit that can only run one at a time. That's the only thing I can think of. And if you've got a separate idea what you think, let me know in the comments. I'm curious about that one, because I've never seen one like this before. But they did a good job. I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd think it was factory. Got a queen bed in the sofa, so you've got two beds up here. You can sleep 6 in this motorhome. I've got a factory brochure, and if you go to my website, parkwayrvcenter.com, if you're on YouTube, click over to my website. I've got the link below in the video description in the first paragraph. Click on the link, it'll take you to it. But I'll have this factory brochure on a PDF that you can download and read and learn all the particulars about this particular model, how it's built, and more. And that's on my website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Or if you're on YouTube watching this video, click on the link in the video description, and it will show you that as well. And I'll have other things on my website too, like a factory floor plan if it's available. I'll have a credit applications if you want to apply for financing. I'll have a trade-in appraisal forms and more, as well as a 24/7 live operator chat feature and text feature as well. So very interactive website. One thing I'm going to point out about these solid surface countertops, folks, I've done this myself. I didn't do it on this particular one, but I have done it on one of my motorhomes in the past. These Corian countertop stove covers are very easy to drop, and they break really easy. Somebody obviously in the past 12 years has dropped this one and cracked it. They've glued it back on. It's probably been that way for years, not going to affect anything. In fact, if you weren't looking for it, you probably never would notice it. But I want to point stuff like that out, folks, because cosmetics and imperfections are why this unit is a $39,900 instead of $100,000, which is what it costs new. So just want to point that out. 8 cubic foot Dometic refrigerator freezer. Clean, already getting cold. Runs off propane or electricity. I've got it on electric right now. A little tip, if you're ever in a hurry to cool this thing off, because it takes them about 6 to 8 hours to get to operating temp on electric, flip it over to gas. It almost doubles the BTUs, and it doesn't use that much propane. Of course, everything's right here. Here's your thermostat for your factory ducted air that works great. Generator start and stop switch right here. Got 173.2 hours on the generator. Water pump, water heater switch right here. Got the walk-through bathroom. Glassed-in shower. Got a skylight. Somebody's added a little shampoo and a dispenser right there, conditioner and shampoo dispenser. Skylight looks great. No signs of sagging, no signs of leak damage anywhere. There's another one of those LED lights somebody's added in here, so you don't have to worry about changing bulbs, at least not for a long time. Water closet. It does have the optional heated holding tanks right here for wintertime use. You got an elongated China RV toilet, medicine cabinet, vent, fantastic vent fan, and much more. I mean, this, you got to realize, folks, this is the best-selling Class B plus motorhome of all time, is the Gulfstream B Touring Cruiser, and the XL 5291 is the top of the line model. Like I said, you can pull it up. As equipped, this unit was right at $100,000 new. And I don't go by NADA, but look up what an 07 5291 with 40,000 miles is worth on NADA, folks. And don't even worry about adding for the satellite and everything else this unit's got that's not standard, because you don't have to. This thing I'm going to say, oh heck, I don't know, $5,000 to $10,000 under what the book says I should sell it for. But I don't go by that book. I go by true market value. True market value is not written by a fictitious price guide publisher. True market value is what you're going to pay for a 40,000 mile average price, you're going to pay for a 2007 Gulfstream B Touring Cruiser XL 5291 with right around 40,000 miles. I have computer software that averages out the average asking price of every single one they can find on the internet, and within 20,000 miles plus or minus of this one, so between 20 and 60,000 miles, the average price is almost $51,000. So we price our stuff way underneath that, folks, at $39,900. And while those other units that were 10 grand more are sold as is, this is going to include a 90-day nationwide limited warranty and a major systems, extensive major systems check by our certified RV techs that's completed after purchase, and I'll go over that here in a minute. This is a 60-inch wide, 74-inch long queen bed. At the foot of the bed, you've got a lot of storage. You've got a full flat screen TV, big closets, lighted closets too, drawers underneath. I mean, this thing's got tons of storage. And keep in mind, this is a relatively small 30-foot motorhome. It's great for small families. It's great for couples. But when you open this thing, driving it's a breeze. But when you open it up, you feel like you're in a bigger Class A. Got a beautiful interior, folks. Loaded out with options. It's $39,900. And if you don't believe me what these things bring online, Google 2007 Gulfstream B Touring Cruiser 5291 XL and tell me what you come up with as far as average price with close to 40,000 miles. And then see if they give you a 90-day nationwide warranty, if they have certified RV techs that will go over the unit for that low price and make sure everything on it works, and if it doesn't, we fix it at no additional cost to you, and see how far you get, folks. You're going to see really quickly why we've been in business for 50 years and why we sell 500 to 600 used units a year, folks, because our prices cannot be beat. You know, we have connections with 50 years of experience that other dealers could only dream of. We have the cash flow to buy in bulk, to buy multiple ones in bulk. It's nothing, and I'm not bragging, folks, but it's nothing for us to buy $400,000 and $500,000 of trade-ins from one dealer that only sells new ones. We're in good with a lot of used dealers that are new dealers that only sell new. They have no interest in selling used. We appraise all their trade-ins. So if you're looking at some of these new dealers and you've got an RV that you're wanting to trade in, and you tell them all the particulars about it, and they give you a figure, guess what? That figure's more than likely, depending on where you're at, is coming from us. And they give us the opportunity to buy that unit for that figure if it meets our criteria after we look at it. So, like I said, it's nothing for us to spend $500,000, and buying in bulk like that allows us to negotiate a better deal, and the less we pay for one, the less we have to sell it for. We don't go by book value. We take market value, and we sell it as far underneath that as we possibly can. And that's why we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year, folks. We don't have the overhead the big dealers have, because everything we own is paid for. We don't floor plan anything. We don't finance anything from the bank. We pay cash for everything, and that's why we get better deals. Where other dealers, they don't have the cash flow to do that. They have to finance all their RV purchases and then pay interest on it, and then they pass that interest cost along to you, the buyer, in the form of higher prices because they have higher overhead. And you know, folks, that's why we've been here for as long as we have. We don't play any of the big dealer games. We don't nickel and dime you like the big dealers do. Here's the deal, folks. $39.9, haggle-free firm, no matter if you pay cash, trade, or finance. We do have the same financing the big dealers have, but at lower interest rates, because other RV dealers mark interest rates up when you apply for financing, costing you thousands of dollars in higher RV payments over the life of a loan that we don't charge. You only pay what the bank approves you for. If the bank approves you for 5.99%, you pay 5.99%, not a bit more. And folks, let me tell you something. We've been doing this a long time. We have no extra fees. We have no commission salespeople. We have no games, gimmicks. You know, we're not ashamed to post prices in all of our ads. You know, a lot of dealers, they don't post prices. And here's the reason why. When you call to get a price, they start quizzing you. And before they give you a price, they ask you if you've got a trade-in. All right, let's just use this one for an example. Let's just say I didn't post a price, and the price was $39.9. And you call and said, hey, I've got and ask how much it is, and I tell you, well, you got a trade-in. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've got a trade-in. How much is the price? It's $49.9. That way I can pad your trade and make you feel like you're getting more than you really are for your trade-in. But we don't do that, folks, and that's why most dealers don't post prices, because they want to try to make you feel better about your trade. But we sell our motor homes for real money, for under market value, so of course the trade-ins have to be appraised in the same line of thinking, because you can't pay wholesale and then get retail for your trade. You have to have a meeting line. So, you know, we're going to hit you up for real money on your trade-in, and you're going to pay real money for the RV. Now, if you want to do it the way they do it, add $10,000 to the price, and we'll add $10,000 to your trade-in value, make you feel like you won something. But it all boils down to the trade difference. Any vehicle you buy, it doesn't matter what they're asking for it and what you're getting for yours, it all boils down to the simple number of the trade difference. So, anyway, just a little tidbit there. Another tidbit too, folks, when you look at RVs, never negotiate by payment. You go to these big corporate RV dealers that they won't advertise the price. They'll advertise a $249 a month payment. Well, folks, when you negotiate by payment, you leave in a $40,000 RV that you owe $60,000 on, because they're going to take you to the cleaners, and because they got you the payment you wanted. You always negotiate. You always go by price and trade difference. You never go wrong. Our prices are haggle-free firm, and I know you're going to get online and you're going to see how much higher everybody else's price is on the same unit than ours, and you're going to see we're 10 grand cheaper than anybody. Plus, those other brands that are 10 grand higher, other dealers, they don't give you a warranty. We do, and it's a nationwide warranty. So if you're traveling 2,000 miles away to buy one from us, like many of our customers do, you don't have to bring it 2,000 miles back if you happen to have a warranty claim. You can take it to the closest dealer to you that can accept the warranty. And while you're always welcome to bring it back here with an appointment, you don't have to. You have options. Even though that's with 40,000 miles and as nice as this unit is, and after my guys get through with their thorough checkout, the chances of needing a warranty claim's pretty slim, but you never know. I always tell people, if it's man-made, it's imperfect. Nothing's guaranteed. Not even on a brand new one. In fact, you go to these big corporate dealers, look in their service yard and where they keep all their service units. Everything out there is 1- and 2-year-old RVs that are there under factory warranty getting repairs done. That's the good thing about used. One like this, somebody's had it, they've had it for several years, they put 40,000 miles on it, obviously they've worked the bugs out. And then we make sure of that by going over it with my RV techs. And if you want a copy of all the systems that we inspect and repair if needed for the price you pay, and give us a call. My salespeople will email you the list. They will go over it with you if you want them to on the phone, tell you what it covers, what it doesn't cover, and answer any questions you have about it. And they'll also tell you what the current lead time is for a Class B plus checkout. But we don't check them out till we sell them, folks. Once they're paid for, they go in line to get checked out. Right now, we're looking about a week and a half, 2 weeks for a Class B plus, but make sure you check with your salesperson to verify that, because it may be shorter or it may be longer depending on what the current workload is in the service area. And we don't check them out, folks, because you got to realize we have about 200 sets of customers a week that go through every single one of these just about unescorted. Let me tell you something, folks. They bring their kids, they jump around, they tear stuff up, they flip stuff on, turn buttons on, they crank up vents, leave them open so it rains in them. We've learned a long time ago by checking them out first. By the time they sit out here 2 or 3 weeks, we just got to do it again anyway. So we're doing double the work for the same amount of money. So there's no sense in checking them out beforehand. Anyway, folks, and I'm sure you can understand that. The way it works, after it's paid for, it goes in line to get checked out. Once it's checked out, my cleaning crew gets a hold of it inside and out, cleans it for you. Then my service manager, Gordy, does his final walkthrough. If he's satisfied with everything, he'll lock it up so nobody else will go in it, track it up, or tear anything up, and call you, set up an appointment to pick your motorhome up. Once you arrive at the appointed time, RV tech that checked it out knows it better than anybody is going to go through this RV with you, show you how to operate everything, show you everything on that list works. He's got a checklist. He's going to check off everything that he shows you and then have you sign it at the end of the inspection, or the walkthrough, I mean, and answer any questions you have, of course, give you tips, tricks, pointers. If you've got a runabout to go behind you, he'll help you hook that up as well. And it's got a 5,000-pound hitch, so you can tow pretty much any vehicle you want to tow behind it. And all that's included, folks, as well as you get a drive-out tag, you get instructional DVDs, you get a starter kit with all your camping essentials, and we also give you 21 nights of free camping, because we know the first thing you're going to want to do in your motorhome is take it out and use it. So you're going to get 21 nights of free camping, up to 7 nights at a time, at select RV resorts nationwide. $1,000 worth of free camping, no matter how you look at it. All that's included for a price that's 10 grand under market value at only $39.9, and no extra fees. You know, you go to these other RV dealerships, you make a deal with them, you get ready to sign on the dotted line, suddenly here comes a $2,000 prep fee, a $1,000 dock fee, a $2,000 freight fee, a $1,000 setup fee, $800 processing fee. It goes on and on and on. Before you know it, you've got $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in fees, and all those fees are 100% dealer profit, 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or even a brand. If you bought this thing brand new for 100 grand, you shouldn't have to pay a fee, folks. The only thing you're required to pay is the sales price and the sales tax. If you've got a question on how much your tax will be, when and where you have to pay it, whether it's to us or your local DMV office, sales tax laws are complicated. They're not universal. They vary state to state. In some cases, they even vary on how you pay for the unit, whether it's if you've got a trade, if you're paying cash or financing. So make sure you contact my non-commissioned sales department at 706-965-7929. Tell them where you live and how you're paying for it, and they will give you an accurate estimate on what your sales tax will be and when and where you have to pay it. That way there's no surprises for anyone. Everybody's got to pay tax, folks. I mean, it's an unnecessary evil about living in this great country. And I don't agree with charging sales tax on used vehicles. I can understand it on new, but not on used. But you know, like I said, I'm not a politician, so you know, they got their reasons to get money to run this country, so that's just part of it. Anyway, folks, financing's available with approved credit. Minimum 10% down payment is mandatory, and that's not our rules. That's the lenders that we use. It can be cash or trade equity. We do take trade-ins. We have nationwide delivery available as well. So give us a call, 706-965-7929. That number is answered 24/7. If it's after business hours, we have an answering service that has basic information they'll try to help you out with. If they can't help you, they will get your contact info, send it to my non-commissioned sales department, who will contact you the next business day. Understand, folks, my guys are not commissioned. They get paid the same whether you buy one from us or not. They're here for your benefit, not ours. They're here to answer your questions. You know, there's really no selling involved, since our prices are haggle-free. And they'll help you facilitate paperwork that you need to go through to buy this unit. We also offer an option B price. Option B is you buy this motorhome just like it sits, just like it is here in the video. As is, you get the good with any potential bad. And as is, folks, just so you know, that you, the buyer, assumes responsibility for any repairs that this motorhome currently needs or will need in the future, and there's no exclusions to that rule, so we're clear on as is. In other words, the motor, running gear, transmission, generator, fridge, air, lights, plumbing, water system, propane system, all that stuff you're buying as is, as it sets, the good with any potential bad, with no guarantee or warranty whatsoever. And as long as you're willing to buy one under those conditions, you do not get the warranty, you do not get the inspection, you don't get the walkthrough demonstration, you don't get the free camping, then we're happy to give you a haggle-free option B price. The benefit of that is you get to take it home the same day you pay for it, and you get a lower price than our already low asking price. So, but definitely pros and cons to both ways. If you've got questions about it, contact my sales department. Thank you for watching my video. We have 140 used RVs in stock. Come visit us in person. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Green Gold,